doubts on Hate is still not yet cleared. Not to mention, Chester has a nice pick down na Kagura for those melee lineups. Right?
There's a lot of dodge, a lot of skills.
Yeah.
You can still anticipate it. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Kufra
Yeah.
that I always feel is a good counter against the Lancelot.
Yes, yes. You could just layer, wait out one Tornadros, wait out one Puncture, and you could flicker ult.
That's right.
That's the thing about the Kufra. Not to here's the thing. I think one of the edge heroes here for Execration would be the Farsa.
Yeah.
And also Benecutis Cho. I always have I have very high expectation of Benecutis Cho. But yeah, we forgot to get Chakno here.
Chakno special.
Alright. So this might be it. It might be a nice saving grace here for Execration because we did mention that upon revealing the first 3 picks, Execration is taking on a good form, right?
That's right.
But I'm gonna be sticking on to my prediction. I would still stick with NXP.
Alright. Nevertheless, Shinbu, what I do like about Execration is that they have this Atlas, and there's no Purify for NXP Solid.
Yes, that's no problem.
However, NXP Solid, they still have Khalid, a very good anti-all-in strategy in our Nexplay Solid. Obviously with the sustain. Nevertheless, I want to see how Hate will use this Lancelot in a game that he will not be as comfortable in.
Indeed. And NXP has a good read on the disruption being done here by Chaknu. It is going to be a bit of a slow game, totally early game, but don't worry. I'm very sure we have a very bloody fight considering the lineups here, considering the teams.
Yeah.
Execution, we just need to be careful of the team fights. Earlier, we keep on mentioning that NXP has a nice early game, has a nice lane control, has a nice pickup capacity. Just curious about the post-game banter for this.
What would you call this matchup?
Is it totally bad blood? I would say
Bad
blood.
blood. Oh,
Yeah.
great. It's totally bad blood. So Bad Blood number 2 is coming in a few weeks' time.
We could maybe name the second matchup like Unforgiven, something
my.
so hardcore, right? Something edgy, maybe.
Something edgy more.
Because that's what's happening right now between these two teams.
Okay. So a standard setup for both teams. Execution is leading in terms of gold. That's what you get from a massive wave clear. But they do have
tendencies here for NJ. Always staying on the back line. But that's the setup. That's the whole for setup here. For NXP, that's what I'm talking about.
They get baited in.
That's what I'm talking about.
So,
about hate.
Yeah. So the thing with Lancelot is that if you land your dashes, which is considered as the Phantom Execution in your what do you call puncture, there it is. You can infinitely go to your use your dash. But if your opponents group up and they're in range of one dash, that's considered already
one dash.
One dash, no reset.
On two targets, right?
Exactly.
No reset. Yeah, that's the thing.
NXP, what they did on that first blood is that they said, okay, the boat is sinking, let's group ourselves into 3. And that spelled the doom for Hate. Hate had an angle, but he did not realize that NXP Solid can outplay him there.
Yeah, I actually love the hero design on Lancelot. It's like a beautiful duelist. He likes taking these triangle formations, not just in the form of the Tornadros, but on the puncture.
That's right.
Again, the more spread out the targets are, the better for him.
Yeah.
That makes his dash, that gives more sense on his dash. And once he gets caught up, and that's what we're talking. I mean, not what we're talking about, but those are quite the easy pickups there by NXP without any conversion on Execration.
I wonder if Execration have exhausted all of their adrenaline after all those pauses and those remakes, because that's a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes, particularly that jump from E to max, and you cannot afford that in the early stages of the game. Oh no!
Very, very interesting play between these two teams. You got here Chaknu dance around with his own Fatal Links. It forces Benecuti to walk. It forces the the Blade of Tempest on the H2 here by Benecuti up to the side. Hate was able to get a kill. I'm not so sure, but of course he gets killed as well by H2. 1-for-1, ladies and gentlemen, but overall a 4-for-1 in favor still of NXP.
No, man, this is very scrappy from Execration.
Yeah.
And nevertheless, this is Execration anyways, right? This is what you expect.
What you expect from a game of
This
Execration.
guy.
Yeah, that's what we're not so surprised on the early mistakes, right?
Early game mistakes.
Yeah, and the problem here is that we cannot really say if this continues on, Execration will be lost because that's not always the case for Execration.
Well, I kind of want to say that Execration did use an early game composition in game number 2, and Roger said he's on a timer, and they still won it after not having a control in the early stage of the game. I will dare say that
my
it's
God.
literally the same this time in game
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah.
Execration
Oh my God.
needs to win the early game.
Yeah. Just a quick look onto the items. I was
Oh,
looking into.
no,
Alright,
yeah,
let's go for the play-by-play here, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be Atlas, though, falling down quickly. Renegade zones on everyone. Actually, just one Etomax with that Avatar of Guardian. I just want to emphasize.
Yeah.
5-minute mark. Actually, we got the Clock of Destiny bought onto Chester. That was an
Oh,
early lead there for a support.
yeah.
That is big burst there for Chester. Added
For
to his
assist.
combo. Added to his combo. He got the
The
flame
flame
shot.
shot.
The flame shot.
The 4 assists allows him to be so
Yeah,
farm at this.
yes.
Renegade might even survive this, and indeed he will.
He got the turtle out.
The shield. Oh, wow. Okay.
Man.
So Nexplay Solid is definitely on a roll now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm
if you're looking
busy.
into the numbers, that's next place control already.
man, this is really scary for Execration.
Yeah.
They are so dependent on winning this early game, and
Yeah.
they need to steamroll. They don't
Yeah.
have the right tools in the late game apart from their Chakno ultimate, which is the Atlas Fatal Links. But apart from that, they might find it incredibly hard against the lineup of NXP Solid.
Execration always plays with a miracle, and it will require a miracle to win this one. Look
Oh.
at that. That might be the fourth death. On the
Whoa!
8, full combo here by Nexplay. Puts in the P. The perfect execution, ladies and gentlemen, against Execration. You got Chakno getting destroyed there. And the only ray of hope is not there for the party. It is going to be Benny Cutie. A 4-4 non-exchange NXP Solid.
Oh man, this is where your classic video content makers will make something like the symphony of skills.
Yes, man.
From NXP Solid, it's like a dance that it's not all together. It's layered properly,
Yeah.
especially with that Yaoi initiation.
Perfect
And we are saying
execution.
this
Yeah.
Yaoi special, and whoever pops off when it comes to the supporting roles really
Yeah.
elevates their team. Yaoi with the jump, followed up by Renegade's ultimate.
Yeah, this is how the fans love NXP. NXP knows how to layer their
Yaoi.
spells explosive in an explosive manner. And man, hate here.
Yeah.
Again, like what we expected. We're sitting here, 0-4 on the
Yeah.
main core on the Lancelot. Totally not good news. Remember that in a way, Lancelot kind of plateaus
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
for the late game.
It's a problem with the Lancelot.
Yeah.
I can see that even a draft, we did say that we are so scared of
Mm,
this
no.
Lancelot.
Oh
We
my
were
God.
talking about how incredibly hard this is for him.
Yeah.
And he's already at 5 deaths, 7 minutes in. And Execration, you're gonna blame yourselves now for drafting that Lancelot.
Yeah, man, and that is the damage we are talking about. Down for Chester, he did receive the fatal links. It doesn't matter. Maybe after receiving the last insanity, it will matter. Gets the kill aside for Zapnu, and H2 would have to walk away.
Oh man.
Keep on saying, man. I
That-
mean, it's what we expected on the Lancelot pick. That's the
That's
problem.
We were saying that there's
Killing
a lot.
spree Lancelot.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Not even gonna be touching the late game there.
That's right. Now Benny Cutie is gonna be pummeled down, forced to use the ultimate. The Phantom Execution is
That's good.
quite off the mark, but they still take a 1. Unfortunately,
Alright.
they will not get an additional. While they badly want to give it to Hate, Hate did not have the enough range
Yeah.
for him to be able to reach Yaoi. And when
Yeah.
all things is said and done, they weren't able to give the kill to the core,
Yeah.
and that was a support death. And Nexplay Solid are not really hampered by that kill, by that death. I mean,
Execration needs to be reminded of the bad blood.
Oh, yeah.
Of the importance of winning this match. That's yeah.
they need that anger,
Yeah.
that adrenaline back
Yeah.
in them, because it seems like they have really lost it at this game.
Yeah, look, H2
Oh,
with the
nice.
bad blood against Benny. H2, he went for the dive. He didn't commit. Was able to walk away very quick on the pinch points.
So the punishment from Execration is to just take the turtle, but that might
Yeah.
not be even given to
Oh
them.
my God,
OMB.
heartbreaking.
Heartbreak indeed.
So heartbreaking.
Everything is falling apart for
Yeah.
Execution like a house of cards. Take one away, that's
Af-
Lancelot, and it's already over.
After one of the biggest wins for a regular season, that game number 2.
Whoa, to
You see
lose
this,
like
man.
this. Talking about mental reset, not
6,000 gold lead here
Yeah.
for NXP.
I
Man.
think that we have to go back to the drafting league.
Yeah, social media will be so explosive
Oh.
this Friday night. Everyone will be on their phones.
It's a freaky Friday, but NXP Solid, they have solidified their case.
Oh.
Yeah, we with the jump, but
Yeah, They might be the job. There is the follow-up done by Renny J. H2
no.
follows through. Yawi still alive. Was able to let his own ultimate down for Zapnu after bagging in Benny Q. But still, it's going to be Yawi saying his goodbye. Zapnu here. His immortality gets popped. Chaknu follows up. Fatal Links. Where is that? Not going to be hit already. Legendary after the double kill secured here by H2. Mega kill.
MB is feeling it. Even diving gets another death on Hate.
Yeah.
And they have hated Hate now. It's just E2 Max, and he cannot defend.
Oh my god.
And this might be it!
It might be it. We're seeing actually the artillery minion. If no one is actually telling no artillery minion, the defense of the base will be up the anti-backdoor for that part. 570.
A 10,000 gold lead for NXP Solid 10 minutes in.
Man, the draft.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, the draft, right?
The draft.
The draft. I would say the draft. I just on the Lancelot. I mean, it's not really so stellar seeing the export there, the Lancelot. We'll be seeing something so unique, like as unique as an Alice.
Yeah.
You know, on that last pick.
NXP Solid just drafted this so well. So
Yeah.
they go for the Kufra Link combo, which is a little bit greedy, but it works almost all the time because the idea is you pick the counter against opponents.
I'm worrying about the performance rating here.
Oh, that's right.
We might be seeing some bronze performance
We
rating here.
might see the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
So after the Link pick and the Link Kufra back-to-back picks, Execration went for the Atlas.
Yeah.
This was the Cho. We expected the Cho to be there, and we also saw that Atlas is a good pick for Execration because it might be banned out by NXP Solid. The problem was they revealed so much of their hands, so it's definitely a side lane Cho and definitely support Atlas.
Yeah.
And
Very good Cho. Yeah.
what you get from it is the fact that this is so all in. It allowed NXP to just pick up the
Counters.
Khalid.
Yeah, Khalid.
And
You know, Kagura.
Kagura.
Yeah.
So this is your counter against the all-in strategies because what all-in strategies do is that they jump in, they hope to get a pickup or two, and they don't have a plan B.
And the problem about all-in strategies, they have obvious inherent weaknesses.
That's
Normally,
right.
heroes that has all-in kits are very vulnerable to pickups.
That's right.
Especially all-in compositions. And all-in compositions, they require complete sets.
Yeah.
If someone gets plucked out quickly, the strength of an all-in composition is easily removed here. And that's why it's now so hard for Execration, because even if they went all-in here, their core will not be adapt to follow up. You know, 0-6 on that, that will clearly lack in damage. Facing a Gatot Kacha for that part. You know, you get a Kufra as well.
And a 10-0-5 Ling.
And then 0-5 lead.
That's big problem for
H2,
NXP Solid now. And it's not like H2O did something that's really out of the box now, or it's not like the best Ling performance like skill-wise, but the fact that NXP Solid allowed H2O #conserve H2O in this game, it's wonderful to see. And that's the complete opposite of what Execution did with channeling the hate.
Yeah,
they did not.
I actually want to mention. And acknowledge that NXP's competition shouldn't be as easy to go for push, but the lead is too much here, right? The lead is too much here.
It's massive.
You can expect an inhibitor going down against Execration here. Top lane is gone. Bottom lane here, at least the wave clear is complete.
Yeah.
Lord is also cleared as well by Execration. But there you go. That's what we are talking about. The lead is too much. You'd be expecting an inhibitor trade to really go down.
So they go far for their airstrike to go with that ultimate from the X-Board. The jump
Alright, Chaknu sets in with a fatal link, so makes an explosive play of his own, and no one's focusing under the base. It's a shutdown against H2, ladies and gentlemen. Execration tries to answer 4. Inhibitor turned on the bottom lane, already saying goodbye, and there is gonna be it. One by one, and that's gonna be removed, and everyone is gone. Onto the NXP side, Execration takes the defense by wiping out Solid. And those are kind of late game timers. Those are pretty long timers.
Oh my goodness! Emotion from Execration. We were talking about this.
Oh my god, they can
no way!
They might be able to jump away! They have enough damage! They're betting
no way!
There's the minion wave! Ladies and gentlemen!
They have the minions!
They have the minions!